huge part of the job.
So we reacting to
That's why I
TJ.
love Honeybook. It lets me track my pipeline, book projects, and build
Why
client
everybody keep
chemistry
talking about the
every
TJ
step
like
of
it was
the
a
way.
big problem? Like, I don't like. Let me see, man.
Now, Lil Tjay has officially responded to the situation I covered yesterday. Yesterday, I covered the story involving streamer Plagueboy Max, rapper Lil Tjay, and rapper Fabio Foreign. This situation caught a lot of attention on social media. Plagueboy Max had not actually invited Lil Tjay and Fabio Foreign to stream, but apparently they just showed up like a lot of you informed me about. During the session, Lil Tjay lit up a joint inside the Airbnb that Max had rented out for the event. Max immediately told him, "Hey, you can't do that here. The smoke alarm might go off." Despite being told multiple times, Tjay continued smoking, and Max eventually, stopped the session to make it clear that they could smoke in the backyard if they wanted to continue. Before leaving, Fabio Foreign, who's about to turn 35 in March, blew
Damn,
smoke in
35?
Max's face, whether intentionally or not. Regardless, it came across as
Damn, my nigga, you
disrespectful,
30.
and
Damn.
the two rappers left shortly after. Now, this is actually one of the more talked about stories in hip-hop right now. Crazy to say, but it's true, and it does actually make sense. I think stories like these hit home for a lot of people because, I'm sure we've all dealt with people who are disrespectful. So Lil Tjay ended up responding to this entire situation, and honestly, I don't even know what I was expecting, but I will go ahead and say that this might be one of the worst PR moments for Lil Tjay. He's a guy who usually gets talked about mainly for his music, but he has had some situations with rappers like 6ix9ine. One of the biggest stories he's been involved in.
I hate these niggas. That's all they do is just sit there and hate on niggas, bro.
His 2 years, however, is when he survived.
They don't
getting
know-
shot
they don't know
7
what
times
got
in June
going on, bro.
2022. He was initially in critical condition, but ended up surviving that shooting, which is of course a good thing. I'm happy he's here. I even made a video on it back then titled "Pray for Lil Tjay" because I've been an avid listener of his music ever since he came into the game, which is why this story to me is so confusing. He's a very, successful young man, but obviously he still has a lot of growing to do mentally. Now, Lil Tjay was doing a stream last night, one of them alone, and another one with YouTuber and rapper DDG, where he responded to the situation by saying a few things. Some of the things he said was, number one, he actually said that he had no clue who Plagueboy Max was before he pulled up to the spot, and that he had never heard of him, which wouldn't be too crazy because he's just now gaining popularity. He also said that he smokes wherever he goes, which is fine, but when you're in another person's property and they politely ask you that you shouldn't be smoking, then obviously you should be respecting that wish. Lil Tjay also flexed some bands, RP to Speaker Knockers, while saying that he would pay for the Airbnb fine that Max would have to pay if the smoke alarm went off.
But if I'ma keep it a buck, bro, like, I pulled up for Favi. Playboy, Plagueboy Max, no disrespect. I deadass didn't know you. I deadass never heard of you. I pulled up for Favi, bro. Everywhere I go, I be smoking. I pay the fine. How much the cost, bro? How much the cost, bro? Whatever, you got this whole shit, gang. It's you. It's you, gang. Like,
So first of all, it's of course not about the fine that he has to pay, it's about respect, which goes without saying. Also, another thing Lil Tjay didn't consider is that Plagueboy Max streams for a living, so this is actually his job, and if he fucks around and gets banned on the Airbnb app, how is he gonna rent out spaces to keep his money flowing because he streams for a living? Seems like Lil Tjay completely missed the mark, and the fact that he's flexing the ban, saying that he's gonna pay it, makes me realize that he's not taking this situation too seriously. But then on this next part, Lil Tjay goes into a few things.
I'm TJ, gang. I'm in New York. How you think I'm coming, bro? For me? I came through. Fucked up your crib. It ain't the end of the world.
So
you
it
know,
said, I'm
sorry,
TJ.
nigga, it
Okay,
is.
then.
I told you, bro. You be alright, bro. I pay for that. And so why I didn't, I ain't gonna lie. I just felt like you like, yo, one, it felt like smell like weed already. Two, you like on some, yo, stop smoking. Thank you. Nigga, I'm a hood, bro. Regardless of the Lil Tjay image, which I'm trying, for me, keep a mid-ground now, bro. Like, I still damn near feel like we was talking a little crazy, bro. Like, niggas ain't never do that. I never been somewhere, no smoking, walk off, hit the.
So he did ask him politely like 3 times, so I have no clue what TJ is talking about. Obviously, he's feeling the pressure of the situation, which is why I'm assuming this is clouding his judgment, because like we all seen, he wasn't rude about it, he wasn't disrespectful, he simply asked him to not smoke because the alarm is about to go off, right? Also, he mentioned how it already smelled like weed when he pulled up to the spot, which is funny because you're someone who always smokes. It's gonna always smell Zaza wherever you go, right? Ask me how I know. And this is where things get very bad, because he mentions how he's a hood nigga, right? Essentially saying that, hey, you can't tell me what to do, man. Hood ninja or not, doesn't give you the right to do what the hell you want to do in people's spaces. That's common sense. Common decency, it doesn't take an astronaut to realize that.
TJ don't give a
But this is
fuck,
way worse,
man.
because he says that if he wasn't on camera, he would have slapped Plagueboy Max.
2-3 minutes, I pulled up, and it's like, you feel me? My son said, yo, can you not smoke? Excuse me, thank you, or appreciate it. Like that, immediately. I ain't even put the blunt out. I'm like, you think I've been in jail, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in jail as a minor, bro. I was a felon at 13. I don't know who supposed to think Lil Tjay is, bro. You feel me? Excuse me, appreciate it. what type of reaction you really think you gonna get from that, gang? Like, you think you my mother, bro? Like, for real, nigga, slap the shit out of you. I'm on camera, bro, so I'm woo-woo, like, you feel me? So, like, you get a little cold shoulder, like, who you talking to, feel me? And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you. And I don't got no problem saying I'm damn near mind blown, nigga. Didn't care that much, bro. It's like, I'm looking like, woo, I'm here for 5 years and I'm just out, bro. I ain't even know that nigga was a streamer, though.
Big ideas don't come easy. But when you get one, use that moment of clarity.
So there's a couple things I want to talk about here. First of all, I will say that I'm
yo, is
disappointed
it
to see
real?
that Lil Tjay 23 is young, but not young enough to not realize what he's doing. Also, this entire hood nigga mentality, gotta touch on that really quickly. You guys could hear what Lil Tjay said. He said, I was a felon at 13. I don't know why that's relevant, but that's what he said. And then he kind of followed up with saying, I can't let nobody speak to me like that. People with this type of mindset often, you know,
TJ, I feel like he should never. I feel like I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Somebody calling me. I feel like. Hello? Yeah, like I'm saying though, I feel like Black Ball Max, bro. I would have feel sorry, little kid, don't talk about something. Yeah, thank you. Like, it feel like you trying him. Like, I get it. I get both sides. I get both sides. I get Black Boy Max, and I get TJ Max. I get both sides.
Someone trying to play in their face. And there's a logical explanation for this, because growing up in a rough environment where survival is key often leads to the development of defense mechanisms. And these defense mechanisms are rooted in hypermasculinity, and they're of course designed to prevent vulnerability and avoid being seen as a victim. I can understand where he's coming from, but at a certain point, especially as a grown man, we have to stop using our past circumstances as an excuse for disrespecting others. Being a felon at 13 has nothing to do with your current reality, because you're a famous, successful rapper with access to wealth and opportunities. That's your actual reality, right? And one of my longtime viewers hit the nail on the head. Shout out to Yeah No. She said, masculinity and fragility are often confused in hip-hop, and it's honestly sad. Completely agree, because it's 2025. This street mentality needs to go. With so many opportunities available today, why cling to a mindset that holds you back when you could be influencing others positively and making a real difference in the world? Please tell me why. The reason why so many young black men fall into this mindset is, first and foremost, the absence of father figures in their lives. As a result, they end up idolizing neighborhood drug dealers or rappers who pretend
Bro, how
to
many
have
kids
been
this nigga
dealers. They
listen,
mistakenly see that as the image of what it means to be a man, and I'm focusing on young black men because that's what I can personally relate to. But this isn't exclusive to one group of people. I mean, in general, especially on the internet, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but you can see how the men who gain all the support are these so-called alpha males who are overly loud and aggressive. But let's be real, you know, these types of people are usually overcompensated for something.
I've lived the lowest lows and the highest highs.
Well, what's the distinction? After you make X amount, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if you look at the studies done on this, it does not.
I don't fit no fucking
It
studies.
does not hugely improve a person's life.
Are you proud of who the fuck
Bro,
you are?
why
Well, look
don't
at, are
love
you
me
proud?
kids?
If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the fuck he is? That's a bag of trash, dude. Pull your fucking shirt
Because
off.
I've been,
Tell me about
because
yourself.
I've been to fucking prison.
Jesus Christ,
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No, they go to prison.
Chat.
And they get fucked.
Yeah,
and
they
get
do.
fucked up the.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
you
what
talk about shit
happens.
you don't know.
A man who constantly has to scream and shout to prove himself is rarely as secure as he wants you to believe, and that's a fact. This kind of mindset obviously only leads to two outcomes: the graveyard and, you know, a small cell where other men.
Man, that's
control
crazy, man.
every
At the end of the day,
aspect
man,
your
I
life.
feel like this situation is not even that serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not.